All right, Vig. We're getting into early September. What's that mean?
College football.
College football. You know, it's just starting up this season, and
Do you know what's a big comment on college football?
We do. I mean, if you've read what I've written,
Which I have.
I've talked about Oklahoma not winning the national title this year. If you review some of our videos, I welcomed everybody to the college football season, and then I picked a few games. There'll be a lot more picks along the way, so keep an eye out for them if you're the betting type.
You've seen the big article on why Nick Saban is still a tool.
Which he is, you know, and there's a lot of them out there. There's SEC expansion going on, a lot of hot things, but when it gets down to the players and what goes on during the game, there's a couple of quirks. And I know there's one thing about college football plays and special teams specifically that bothers you. So let's hear it. I'll let you take this one.
So why is it that college football, I guess you call them place kickers?
Place kickers, yeah.
Can't make field goals. It's kind of like, I remember, you know, when we were in college, and we had a skate park near the campus, and the skaters, every time they made a move, there was probably a 0% chance that they would actually stick the move.
Right.
So, you know, the guy who's on some sort of trick, right? He would never nail it.
Right.
This was the skateboarder skate park near college. It reminds me of college football kickers. They never hit field goals. If a college football coach has a player has the ball on the 20-yard line, he will go for it on 4th and 10 rather than try to kick a 37-yard field goal.
You know, you're right. It's ridiculous. And there's a couple of things to that. I'm going to throw out a few crazy ones right here. The toughest part about college football, place kicking and field goals, is the closer you get to the goal line, the shorter the field goal, the harder it is to kick. You know, with the NFL, if you look at the hash marks, they're lined up equally with the goalposts. So if you have a play all the way out, runs out of bounds to the right, they're bringing the ball back into the to the hash mark, and you're kicking generally a straight-on shot with a little veer to the left.
Okay.
I don't know the dimensions exactly in college football, but those hash marks are another 10 yards wider. Okay. So if you're kicking a 20-yard field goal, not only are you having to kick it to 20 yards in the air, which, hey, any of those kickers can do, now you have to shoot it on an angle through these goalposts that are standing up there parallel to each other. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's definitely a complexity to it. I don't understand why you would make it more difficult for the college player than the NFL player. Mm-hmm. I think the other part has to do with, you know, there's not that many great kickers in the world. You know, there's just not. You have much more feel, dexterity, control with your hand than you do your foot. Think about it. You know, can you write your name with your foot, with your toes? I know I can't.
No.
I might try right now.
No.
But
I can, but poorly.
Poorly, right? Illegibly, if that's even a word. So I think there's a good number of reasons for it, but it's a little bit embarrassing when, you know, your team drives down the field. You're losing, you know, 21-19. It's 4th and 4
You're
at the 20.
In the center of the field. You're on the 20.
And your coach decides to go for it anyway.
And it's because not only does your coach not believe that you can do it in the game, but that's really, for me at least, based off of the fact that you're probably only going 50-50 during practice.
Right.
You know, I mean, for me, it's your college scholarship athlete. You were probably the best all-around athlete in your high school, even though you're just a kicker at the college level.
Right.
You probably hit 650 for your baseball team. You're probably the starting three small forward on your basketball team. Mm-hmm. Why is it that you can't become Mr. Dexterity with your foot? For me, it's practice makes perfect. And get out on the field, kick 300 kicks a day, and go ahead and nail a 37-yarder 100% of the time.
I'd have to think if that was how you would do it, then there'd be 112, however many Division I football teams there are, perfect kickers in the world. It's clearly there's more to it than that we don't know. You know, I've never kicked a field goal in a college football game before. I can back that up. You can look that up for Fitz. I've never done that. So I don't know the requirements for it.
Although you have done a hammer throw.
I've done a lot of things.
Tossed a hammer throw.
I've done a lot of things competitively. But
Just not a field goal.
Never one of them was a field goal.